What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? This is a well known paradox. The assumption is the object as well as the force are equally powerful and they are not destructible. This is the assumption in this theory. So, in the paradox, because the force is unstoppable and because the object is immovable, everything just stays still, nothing happens. There is no result. The steady object keeps standing steady, and the unstoppable force keeps pushing against us. Hi, I'm Susmita Veganosaurus. This is the Feel Good Factor. Welcome. If you like this episode, then you're going to like my newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter and sign up. In the paradox of the unstoppable force and immovable object, we are assuming that they are solid. The force is solid, at least. But what if the force is flexible? The force, yes, it's unstoppable, it keeps moving forward, but because it's unstoppable, it means that it won't hit the object and stay there. It'll find a way to move forward. I mean, this is all a metaphor. So let's accept this for a moment. Let's just say this. So imagine a huge rock in the middle of a flowing stream or a river, a very forceful river. The rock doesn't move, but neither does the water come and stop against it. Because it's an unstoppable force, it goes around the rock. It just flows around the rock. What if we bring this thought process into our life, the way we live, the way we create, the way we work, the way we do business, the way we interact with each other? Instead of trying to push against an object that has come in the middle of our path, why don't we just move around it? Why don't we flow around it? Let's say you're the unstoppable force and you're chugging along, moving ahead, full speed high, and building something which seems impossible, which seems difficult. And you're heading straight towards a hurdle, straight. And you know there are many more hurdles ahead. And this hurdle is immovable. It's not worth fighting against. A lot of times, we stop and we try to push and break the hurdle. We're like, we have to prove it. We have to prove our power. We are unstoppable. So we push and force and try to break that hurdle. Assuming the hurdle has slightly less power, so it's probably not the ultimate immovable object, maybe we'll move it or break it and we'll go through it. But really, was that effort worth it? Wouldn't your effort, wouldn't your energy be better spent in continuing to move ahead by dodging that hurdle, by going around it, by being flexible and in flow? Because truly, if you are an unstoppable force, then nothing should be able to stop you. And that does not mean bulldozing what's in your way or trying to fight against it. It just means that you keep moving ahead and you keep flowing around, finding ways through it. Creative possibilities, creative solutions to whatever you come up against. That way, you let the object be as it is. It's not your problem. It was in your path. Maybe in some cases, rejection is redirection. So the object probably even stopped you from heading in a direction which wasn't the best for you. Maybe there were more hurdles ahead. And because you rerouted around the object, around that hurdle, you've gone on to a smoother and smoother and smoother path. So, where in your business, in your creativity, in your life, where are you struggling against something? Where is that friction and that force that you're just putting it to fight against something? Instead of fighting against something, is there a creative way you can solve this for yourself and keep moving ahead? And that hurdle being there is not your business. Your business is just to find new paths around it. And now let's say you're the immovable object, right? In this example, now let's switch it around. If you are the immovable object, then you don't give in to any force, any push. You just stand steady and you stand still. And you are the most powerful immovable object. Here, I'm talking about being your true self, being authentic, and being steadfast in your trust, in your work, in your creativity, in what you're doing. You're standing strong with full faith. So, then what happens if an unstoppable force comes towards you? Either it tries to push against you, and if it's a foolish force, it stops. Everything comes to a standstill, but doesn't matter to you. You're standing still, you're standing strong. Or it finds a way to just move past you, leave you alone as you are. It accepts that if it's a truly unstoppable force, which is a wise one, it will accept that you are who you are. You cannot be changed. It should not try to do anything. It's not its business, and it moves its way around you. This is how you normalize a good way of living without bothering about social norms, conditionings, all these cultural things that come against you. It'll come, it'll push you, it'll try to change you. But if you stand still and strong as who you are, it will stop changing you and new paths will go. That whole culture, everything, you normalize new ways of being. That's how culture develops. That's how things change and grow. And you become a part of it by staying steadfast in as you are, you know, as long as obviously you're not actively hurting someone and all that. That is, those are obvious things. We're talking about just being yourself, shining your light, letting your creativity out into the world, just doing the good work that you do in a very steadfast way. There are several situations in your life where you will have to be the unstoppable force and be flexible and flow and really, be unstoppable. That's your business. It's not about breaking down things in your way. And there are some situations in your life where you will have to be the immovable object, where nothing can move you and shift you and change you, because you're meant to be this way. You're meant to be strong and steady in yourself. Look through wherever there is friction in your life right now, in your work, in your business, wherever, relationships, studying. Where is a friction? In this case, are you supposed to be the unstoppable force or immovable object? As in, are you supposed to move ahead and go forward, or stay strong exactly where you are? And then do it. Do it, be it. Be flexible where you need to be strong and steady where you need to be. All right, that's it for today. Lovely talking to you as always. Sign up for my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe, veganosaurus.com/newsletter. I'll talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.